Yeah, 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 Urko. Hey, 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 look.
Yeah, what going on? I go by the name of Steph Urko. Welcome back to another episode of the Millennial Dungeon. Hope y'all have a wonderful day. I know I am. I'm Steph, and I got my wonderful co-host.
Sylvette. Woo.
We still gotta get you a nickname, yo.
I
How you
like
feeling?
Sylvette. It's like share.
Is it though? It's share.
Yeah.
Share. You know, share is one syllable, right?
It's not a rule. It's just the star factor that it has.
So bad.
Sylvette.
That star glamorous. I got you. I got you. I can dig it. I can dig it. How you doing today?
I'm great. The fullies are up and so am I.
Yo, we gotta get you making shirts. These catchphrases you be having. The Phillies and up, and so are I.
Yeah. How are you?
You know, I'm kicking it like a donkey. I'm still trying to be funky. You know what I'm saying? We back in there.
hmm
You goofy tonight. But let's jump right into it. Nicki Minaj beef. So obviously, you know about the whole Nicki Minaj thing. She's mad at the Grammys for not having her song nominated in the rap section, correct?
Yes.
And now she's all coming at the Grammys, trying to boycott the Grammys for oh yeah, they've been doing me dirty for years and stuff like that. And the rapper Latto, who's like the new who's a big time female artist that's in the game right now, you know what I'm saying? She's popping. And apparently Nicki made a tweet because I think Lotto's been nominated, and people took that as a diss, and then Lotto responded back with another diss, and then Nicki was like, "I'm not even talking about you," and then they just going back and forth, Twitter fingers. That's all
But
it is.
now I'm talking about
Yeah,
you.
now I'm talking about you, and just people are trying to figure out what side to pick because Nicki's like the OG in the game, beefing with the new hottest star. So, what you think about this?
Well, first of all, it's not even nominations yet. It's just like submitting things. I
Yeah,
don't think the nominees come out until like November 15th or something like that. So it's just getting considered to be nominated, first of all. And then also, too, it's like, I think I read a tweet where she was pretty much saying that, they're favoring newer artists over someone like her who's been doing this for over a decade, which I understand, but who are you to tell someone what they deserve or not deserve? Like, you don't get to decide who deserves to be nominated for a Grammy and who doesn't. And also, you're still being considered. Like, even though her song, I think it's Super Freaky Girl, that's what she wanted to be nominated for rap, but that's pop that they moved it to.
right.
And Lotto's Big Energy, that's in rap, but she thinks it should be in pop. But it's like, you're still getting considered for a nomination, so what's the big whoop?
Exactly. And ain't this like the fourth or third time that Nicki been trying to quote unquote boycott the Grammys? You know what I'm saying? Like this ain't nothing new. She did this years ago. So it's just like, sis, make up your mind. Do you want recognition from them or you don't care? You know what I'm saying?
And like, stop submitting to them, stop submitting your songs if you feel this way.
Mm, I don't get it. You know
Like,
what I'm
I understand how it feels to be like overlooked, or if you feel like, you're getting snubbed. But again, it's like every year I feel like when it's Grammy time, it's always like, oh, they always try to blackball me, they move the goalposts for me. Well, if that's the case, then why do you give it so much energy? Big energy. But
You drunk. You said you
I'll I'll see myself out. I'll go. Oh,
drunk.
but no, seriously, if you really feel like they're doing you wrong and they're not giving you the recognition that you deserve, then I don't really understand why you are still consistently submitting your music to be considered for a Grammy nomination. Just don't do it.
Exactly. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I haven't watched the Grammy in like 6 years. The Grammys don't really do nothing.
Same.
The Grammys don't. I'm not trying to sit there for 3 hours and wait like 3 country performances just to see my favorite rap artist perform. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? It's corny to me. So it's just like I'd rather watch the BET Awards. You know what you're getting out of it. You know what I'm saying? It's quality. You know what I'm saying? See black faces. You know what I'm saying? Like you see all your favorite artists of your favorite genres. Like I don't got nothing against country music. I listen to a little bit here and there, but it's like I'm not trying to waste 20 minutes and listen to "Well the Ride on My Horse and the Bull Go Around." I'm good. We're Gucci Man.
I'm drunk.
No,
I'm drunk.
no, Miss Big Energy. No, but seriously, it's like at the end of the day, you've done this like multiple times. So it's like, what do you want from the Grammys? And it's like you said before, like who are you to tell somebody what they don't and can and do deserve? You know what I'm saying? You don't know the work that Latto has put in to get nominated. You know what I'm saying? You don't know the hours she spent in that studio making that album. And plus, like, I don't get it because like Nicki's been like popping for what over a decade since like 2009. What hasn't Nicki done? Like, think of all the awards she's already won. Think about the platform she's been on, like the deals, the movies, the music videos she's made. Like, Nicki's probably one of the most like influential like rap female rappers of like the last decade. You know what I'm saying? Because that whole Barbie style she was doing, how many rappers like went for that and started copying her just because that wave? But you like, I don't get it.
Even the song "Super Freaky Girl," like apparently that's like doing numbers and breaking records too. So it's like, okay, you don't get it in the rap category, but look at all of the accomplishments that song alone got. Like,
I don't get it. And it's weird to see like not even just Nicki, because I'm still a fan of hers, but it's just like to see like OG rappers like hate on the new younger rappers. You know what I'm saying? If anything, you should be trying to help them or uplift them up instead of trying to hate on them, because like at the end of the day, no matter how hot you was in the game, you're not always gonna be at the top, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and oh, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I mean, she did make a good point too, though, where she was talking about if you move her to pop, then she's gonna go up against artists like Taylor Swift or Harry Styles or Adele, people that the likelihood of her beating them is pretty slim. So, like, that's a fair point because that happens all the time. Like, if Beyonce is up for Grammys, then all those smaller R&B artists, they're not really gonna win. It's not really about talent all the time. Like, sometimes it is about like who's popular or like the behind the scenes politics. So I thought that was a really good point. But the fact that she brought Latto into it, it just felt like, are you saying this because it's wrong, or are you saying this because it's happening to you? Because I could be wrong, but I have never heard her this vocal about artists not getting treated fairly when it's other people. It's mostly her, like, oh, I'm getting snubbed. I didn't get this. They're not nominating me. So this is wrong. This whole establishment is wrong. And it's like we already know that the industry isn't fair. You're in the music industry and you're surprised that they overlooking someone and it's like politics and popularity and stuff. Like that's not new. So it just felt like she had the opportunity to really like do something and have her start a real conversation. But now it just turned into like catty back and forth nonsense. And it's a little disappointing because she doesn't need that. She's better than that to me.
Exactly. And plus, like it's like you said before, the Grammys was always kind of like that when it comes to who's the most popular, instead of who actually deserved it with talent. You know what I'm saying? Because like, remember the year that Macklemore beat Kendrick Lamar album, best rap album? We all knew that was bullshit. We know damn well nobody listening to Thrift Store over that Kendrick album. Let's stop it. Let's stop the cat. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that face, that's cat. You know what I'm saying? So we all know the politics. Like we all know the politics when it comes to like the Grammys and stuff. So it's like I don't know why or understand why people are still trying to beg like the Grammys to be like, look my way, accept me. And I'm not saying you should boycott or anything, but it's just like either play the game how it is or just don't go at all. I don't like, and like if you're already a big mainstream artist like a Nicki or a Beyonce or something like that, it's just like, let's be real here. You already a vet in the game and got years of experience and awards under your belt. Is that one Grammy really going to mean anything? Like, what's that one Grammy that she going to get if she was to win this year going to mean? She's still Nicki Minaj.
Exactly. Like,
I don't
it's
get it.
nothing wrong to want it. Like, I am pursuing acting. I would love to win an Oscar. That's something I want, but I don't need it. Like that, whether or not you get it, it doesn't validate you as an artist. And maybe that's where she's at because, like, sure, Drake is boycotting the Grammys, but he won a Grammy. And
Yeah,
The Weeknd is boycotting, but he also won. And Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak, they're not submitting their stuff for the Grammys, but they won. So it's easy to say like, oh, they don't mean anything when you have it. But I think like her included, a lot of artists need to understand that you don't make music. Well, I would like to think you don't make music because you want the accolades and you want to win these awards and you want everyone to think like you're so great and all of that. You do it because you love it. Like you have something to say. You want to express yourself. You want to inspire people. You want to make people feel good through your music. And I feel like maybe she lost sight of that a little bit. You could be the queen and all that stuff, but like queens don't make a big fuss about not winning an award
exactly.
or like you're Nicki Starships Minaj. Like, are you kidding me right now? Like, what are you crying about?
I
You
get it.
are Nicki Super Bass Minaj. Like,
You got another nickname you gonna call her? You got another?
you are Nicki Anaconda Minaj.
Okay. Anaconda. Okay.
That monster verse alone, like,
Yeah.
come on. Like, you on a song with Kanye West and Jay-Z, and you made them sound like trash.
Yeah. She did have the best verse on that. I was actually arguing with somebody at my job a month ago about that, and he said that she didn't have the best verse. I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about.
Who did?
You know what I'm saying? But like, I
And I'm
get
not gonna lie, who has been at what artist, male or female, had a better verse that off the top of your head that you could name right now?
off that monster verse.
In general,
Oh, it's a lot. Hold on. Then we don't.
I can't think of any like especially female rap. Like I understand like if Megan got a Grammy, Cardi got a Grammy, Lotto's getting nominated and all of that, but like girl, they're not doing what you're doing the way
Oh
you did
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah. She's a trendsetter. Like Nicki is definitely a trendsetter in our generation. But and I get like you want to get a Grammy, or a lot of artists want to get a Grammy because at the end of the day, it's a business thing. Because if you're somebody that gets a Grammy, that puts your prices go up as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Because now you
oh
got
for sure.
Grammy nominated or Grammy winner. Because so a lot of companies or record deals are going to be like, well, damn, we got Grammy nominated artists on our label. You know what I'm saying? They definitely going to bring us money.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely got giving them their money's worth. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I feel like Nicki Minaj has done too much in her career for people just to look past her. Oh man, she was just a one-hit wonder. Look at all the hits she got. Look at all the awards she got at the Billboard Awards, BET Awards, Hip Hop Source Awards, all that thing. Like everybody knows Nicki
Mm-hmm.
Minaj, and it's like I don't know. I feel like she should try to help the younger female artists more than like try to look down on them, because it's like at the end of the day, it's like you just look. I don't know. It don't help you. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I understand how frustrating it can be. How maybe she had to go through certain things that newer artists don't have to go through, and so it's frustrating. But like, isn't that why you do it? Don't you like bust down the door so that people behind you can succeed without having to go through the trash that you went through? And I'm not even a big Nicki Minaj fan like that, but I can acknowledge the fact that like she is talented. Like you don't stay relevant for 10 years in a music industry, which is pretty much like a revolving door,
Mhm.
by not being talented or not like having something about you that keeps people interested. So I just wish that at this point in her career, she would recognize who she is and like, you're not really going out the best right now. Like, you kind of look bitter and like a hater. It's like, girl,
Yeah.
for what?
That
Like, I'm not trying to say anything bad about Lotto, but like, who knows how long she's going to be around? And you got to let her get you bent out of shape when you have all of this that you've accomplished for yourself. It's ridiculous.
it's kind of like somebody eating like 4 pieces of chicken out of the Popeyes box, and then they get mad when your little brother or sister get the last one. Like, yo, you just had four. What you mad for? You know what I'm saying? Like, let them
Mm-hmm.
get something. But
Like, it's okay.
that brings up an interesting question too with this whole Grammys things. Like, do you have an artist or know of an artist that you love that wish would have got nominated or win a Grammy but never did?
Hmm. Nope, because all the artists I like, they got them. I am a little salty that The Weeknd didn't get nominated for his last album or for Blinding Lights because that song was everywhere and
Okay.
he got snubbed. So that was messed up.
I'm trying to think of
But he still
artists
got
that
a Grammy.
it's not. Did Lauryn Hill ever win a Grammy?
I think she did.
She did. She won a Grammy by herself or with the Fugees?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I gotta do some research on that because I wish like I feel like her career was cut too short in my opinion. I feel like she had way more time in her career because I still think like the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill still probably one of the best R&B albums in my opinion of all time. That's just me.
I could be wrong, but I feel like that album was on Billboard or something like that. Like she's definitely broken records herself.
Yeah, yeah. So it's a lot. Nas already did that. I wanted to see Nas. I think Nas got a Grammy a year or two ago. So he's somebody I always want to see get a Grammy. He deserves it. It's a lot of rappers I can name that I wish got Grammys, but that's for another day. But
But on the other hand, too, I mean, they are always having like new categories. Like they have a melodic rap category, which is like
oh yeah,
singing rap. Like that's kind of cool because rap kind of didn't really get respected too much in the Grammys, so I do appreciate that.
yeah.
But there's definitely a lot more that could be done. So we'll see.
We'll see. It is more categories now. It's different lanes in rap, so like you got to pay attention because it's just not conscious or like party rap no more. It's melodic, it's a trap. It's like it's different lanes for everybody
Mm-hmm.
now, and it's like you're not going to be able to please all your audience. I feel like even though one artist that you like wins, not all your favorite artists are not always going to win. You know, it doesn't mean that they're bad. It doesn't mean that it discredits them. It just means it wasn't their year.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
And
sports.
it doesn't, you don't hate that, you don't stop listening to them because it's like, well, you never won a Grammy, so all
No,
your music is trash.
exactly. Whether Nas won a Grammy or not, at the end of the day, he'll still be one of my favorite artists. So that is what
You
it
hear
is.
that, Nas?
You hear
Chef's
that, Nas?
favorite.
But that's all I got. Anything you got to say?
Just that, Nicki Minaj, Nicki Megatron Minaj. If you're listening to this, you don't need a Grammy. You don't need any, no one needs to be, to get an award to feel like they're accomplished or they're successful. You do what you do because you love what you do. And if you get praise for it, great. But don't lose sight for why you started doing it in the first place.
Message. With that being said, I hope everybody enjoy yourselves. Have a good night. Drive safely out there, people. This ain't Fast and the Furious. You not Vin Diesel, and we not family. With that being said, I go by the name of Steph.
I'm Sylvette.
This has been another episode of Millennial Dungeon. Peace.
Bye.
Yeah. Ergo.